Hello, my little horror hounds. It's been a while, but that's just because I was so caught up in my books that I just lost track. Thank you for coming to check on me and making sure that I'm still here. Let's just put it that way. I have a story that I found. Well, let me rephrase that. A letter that I found while I was at the hospital recently. I was there for some routine testing that kept me there overnight, and I accidentally pulled out a drawer to the side table, and this letter came out. And I have to say, I was intrigued, so I read it. And what a story it is. Now, I asked the nurses if there was somebody in this room that would fit this, but they just quieted up. They didn't know what to say. So I'm giving it a title, and I will read this to you, and maybe you will find a little enjoyment. The title is The Snow Witch's Return. They're gonna say I'm crazy, maybe worse. I can barely keep my eyes open long enough to finish this, but I have to get it out. Someone needs to know what happened, why she's here. I'm begging you, whoever's reading this, don't let her in. I was on that winding stretch of Route 22, snow coming down hard, filling the air like thousands of frozen needles. I shouldn't have been driving. I was just miles from home, figuring I could beat the storm. But I couldn't see past the hood of my car. The headlights barely touched the road, and all around me, snow just swallowed everything whole. Then it happened. A sheet of ice right on the curb. I still remember the steering wheel jerking out of my hands, the sick feeling of my car spinning, then rolling. There was this burst of shattered glass, the crunch of metal, then blackness. I was certain that was it, the end. I don't know how long I lay there. It could have been minutes or hours. All I know is that at some point, I became aware of her presence beside me. I cracked my eyes open, barely making out the form through the haze of pain and snow. She was there, a strange figure looming over me like something out of a fever dream. White hair cascading down to her waist, skin like frost, pale as bone. Her eyes were an icy blue, sharp and unyielding. She crouched down beside me, touched my face. Her fingers colder than the air, like they were leeching the warmth out of me. I thought I was dead, and she was some kind of ghost come to take me away. And in that moment, I felt strangely calm. She whispered something, her voice almost like a song, or the wind. I couldn't make out the words. Then, everything went dark again. When I woke up, I was in a hospital bed. Tubes hooked up to my arms, warmth flooding through me. I was alive. I couldn't explain it. No one could. The doctors were baffled, saying I should have been dead from the exposure alone. No one had any answers as to how I survived, much less how I got to the hospital. Then I saw her. She was standing at the end of the hallway, just watching me. At first I thought I was imagining things, still delirious from the accident, but she was different now. No longer the pale specter in the snow. She looked almost human. Still breathtaking, still otherworldly, but now wrapped in a winter coat. Her cheeks rosy, her lips as red as blood on snow. I tried to call out, to say something, but my voice caught in my throat. The doctors told me there'd been no one who found me, no one matching her description. But every time I closed my eyes, she was there, just at the edge of my vision, watching. I started hearing her voice again, soft and gentle, just out of earshot. She whispered to me in a language I couldn't understand, but somehow felt in my bones. And then, tonight, I'm alone in this hospital room, recovering, they say. I've got maybe one more night here before they discharge me, but she's been pacing outside my door. I hear her footsteps, see her shadow slipping under the crack in the door. I even caught her reflection in the window, looking in at me. Every time I glance at the door, I see the handle twitch, like she's trying to get in. Now I know why. I know what she really wants. She saved me, yes, but only because she wants something in return. She wants me, permanently. My skin's cold where she touched me, a chill that sinks deeper by the hour. I can barely feel my fingertips as I type this out. But I know I don't have much longer. She's waiting, biding her time. And I can feel her growing closer, her fingers stretching for me from across the icy void. I can't explain it, but I know that if I let her in, it's over. It'll be just another shadow on the side of that road. Another lost soul taken by the storm. So I send this out, praying someone will read it, will know that I was here, that I fought. Oh God, please don't let her in. I don't know what to say, my friends, for that is all that's left. There is nothing more to this letter. I don't know if she got in, if he got out, if everything's alright. All I know is when I was laying in bed that night, I got such a chill that no one could explain. So, be careful when you're out there driving these wintry roads, and take caution and safety, or you may end up on the side of the road seeing this spectral vision. You may be the next victim of the snow witches. I'll see you soon, my horror hounds.